Hello, this is Jay with AV News, and we are here with Aki from TAG Worldwide to find out all about the business that he works on and what his company does. Aki, nice to meet you.
Very nice meeting you, Jay.
Can you please introduce yourself and your company?
Sure. My name is Aki. I'm Managing Director of TAG North Asia. I'm looking after Korea and Japanese market.
Great. And what is TAG Worldwide? What specifically does your company do here in Korea?
So TAG is, I would say, the global content production powerhouse. That is how I describe my company. We have two big service lines here. One is content creation, and another one is we call it channel activation, which is strategic sourcing business that we have.
Okay.
The creative production service helps marketers to produce all contents, including advertising or digital or offline materials. And in channel activations side of the business, we do purchase POSM or materials or goods, on behalf of our clients to save their money as well as for to save their workload.
So you work on behalf of the clients as well. I could say you're a bespoke advertising company, correct?
That's correct. That's very true. One of the uniqueness of TAG is that we develop bespoke solution based on client's requirement and client's pain point. Okay. So it's not like a cookie cutter type of service. Instead, we investigate and we do discovery, we call it, and to identify what is the opportunity for them to do marketing operation better. Then we will come up with the other solution for them. So our engagement is typically long-lasting, as opposed to one-off. That is typically what advertising business engagement is about.
Very interesting. And when did your Korea branch start?
So we started Korea operation back to 2011. So we are in the 12th year now.
And specifically, what do you have going on? Can you talk about what projects you have going on at the moment in the Korean market? What are in progress?
So we have a good 30 brands. They are global brands that we have. We handled as I said earlier, depending on the client's requirement, our service offering varies. Okay. So it's not the same for the 30 brands. It's all different, unique solution depending on the client's requirements that we have.
Okay. And what were the difficulties in entering the Asian market? I think we spoke before about TAG being originally from the UK, if I'm correct. Mm-hmm. When entering the Asian market, specifically Korea, what were some of the difficulties you have and how did you overcome them?
So Jay, as you know, one of the uniqueness of Asia is that every market is different.
Sure.
That is true for Korea.
Absolutely.
And Korea is different from China, and China is different from India, and India is different from Japan, and so on and so forth. So we have to, come up with the practical setup for the market needs, right? We therefore always tried to find the solution for global brands in the Korean context.
Okay.
So the global clients or headquarter clients they are not particularly familiar with what is happening in the marketplace.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
On the contrary, the local clients does not have a sort of global perspective, what the global brands would like to achieve in respective market. So we tried to find the best practical solution that meets our requirement for both sides, global client and the local client.
So it works both ways. It's a two-way street.
Exactly. Otherwise, it doesn't work. We tried to find the good balance between global standardization and local relevancy. That is what TAG uniquely provides to.
Okay. And what are the unique strengths of TAG Worldwide, and how do they differ from kind of your typical advertising agency?
So, as I mentioned earlier, we before our partnership or engagement start, we do at least 3 months investigation, discovery session. Then we identified where the opportunities for improvement exist in terms of their marketing operation. Then we propose them and their engagement start. That is very different from conventional advertising agency does, which is based on campaign or based on a project. But in our case, we kind of develop together with our client a kind of new marketing ecosystem.
Okay.
That is unique about the TAG service. So therefore, our engagement typically is at least 2 years or maybe 3 years, and we have many clients that works even in Korea, the good 5 years engagement.
Very interesting. You guys really seem to work on behalf of the client.
That's correct. That's correct. We, position ourselves as kind of extended marketing function.
Okay.
By which we create, we help marketers to focus on what's really matter for them as a marketers. Right? The marketing clients are very busy,
Sure.
day in, day out.
Right.
But when you look at why they are so busy, they are busy for non-core tasks. So TAG takes care of these non-core tasks and create an environment by which the marketers are really able to focus what they are hired for.
So you're working behind the scenes to make sure your clients
Correct.
get the best possible
Correct.
opportunity to work through and opportunity to work within the advertising market itself.
Exactly. And also, the TAG is unique network system by which you don't have to develop the campaign market by market. In the era of internet and social media, there is you don't have to manage the marketing campaign or marketing communication by market. Instead, you should develop one global campaign and adapt in each market. Certainly, we have to be sensitive in terms of the relevancy to the market.
Sure.
So we do the cultural consultation
Sure.
for our clients, but once the global campaign is developed, whatever the brand may be, high brand or fast-moving consumer goods or automobiles, whatever, right? We maximize the impact of a global campaign in the way it works in the different markets.
Can you give me a specific example? So it might be hard for the general public to understand exactly what you do. Can you give me a specific example?
So, as I mentioned earlier, our service is bespoke. So we do not have any particular, example that represent our service.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, but to be honest, we have one fashion brand
Okay.
who developed the global campaign in UK. Then that's the role that their creative partner or design agency does. But the rest, we take care and take over, and we adapt in multiple language, multiple format, multiple media, online, offline, in stores or transit or whatever. So once the key visual is developed, we translate into local language and the local media environment. So thousands of varieties of advertising material that we produce.
Is there perhaps specifically a representative project that you're doing in Korea or that you've done in Korea?
Yeah, that is the what we do in Korea day in day out for our clients. The global brands,
Sure.
We do in other market as well as in Korea. But the point is, I think this is what we can uniquely contribute to Korean multinational marketers too. Because I understand Korean enterprises are very active and aggressive in developing global market, right? So I personally believe that TAG is able to support Korean global marketers to do the marketing more productively and more efficiently.
Uniquely, TAG Worldwide works within the Asian market and in Japan and Korea, and they're adjacent Asian countries, correct? Mm-hmm. But of course they have different cultures, languages. Right. How do they differ, and how do you adapt to each market?
Yeah, so that's the things. As I mentioned earlier, each market is different, right? So we do come up with the best solution, practical solution for each and every market. Solution for Japan is subtly different from the solution in Korea, and what a Chinese client want is different from our Malaysian clients.
Absolutely.
Like even
Absolutely.
for the same brand, same company, but the client's expectation varies by market. So we always try to come up with the best solution for that particular client's need. But at the same time, we are always mindful in terms of what the global brands wanted to achieve at the same time.
Sure.
So that's what I meant to say, the balance between the global standardization and the local relevancies.
Absolutely. So each company has a unique culture. I'm sure TAG Worldwide does as well. How does your unique culture at your company facilitate in discovering new creative ideas?
So, we strongly believe that TAG cannot succeed until our client does. So we always think clients benefit first. We always endeavor to our clients succeed. That is what we can, enhance our engagement with our clients. Yeah. So that is our fundamental cultural value set that TAG has globally. Internally, our organization is very flat.
Okay.
And there is no such a strong hierarchy within the organization. I work with my team in Korea and team in Japan very closely, and I work with my my global boss and regional boss and speak with them very candidly, right? And that is true for our people too, right? Our people who work on particular clients, they represent benefit of the clients which they are in charge internally at TAG, but at the same time they represent the benefit of TAG in front of clients. So they act as a kind of interface between two. But so in order for them to provide the best benefit for our clients, they have to be open and candid. Otherwise, we are not able to, meet client expectations. So it's very flat and very open.
Very flat across all of TAG Worldwide, regardless of region.
Indeed, yeah, that is very true. And the distance within the country is very, very close and short. That's impression compared with
between Korea and Japan is
okay.
Between
Korea and Japan.
Okay. Being a global company, things such as COVID, high interest rates, the global economic crisis, how have these affected your company? I mean, they're pretty intense right now. How do you deal with these global issues as a worldwide brand?
The market climate is changing all the time, and particularly for the last 2 years, it has been tough. But in the tough environment, I think we can do more for our clients. I mentioned that we are kind of extended marketing function for our clients, and when they are not able to work on site, we act as a kind of interface and facilitate communication between between them and their network, or between them and their the stakeholders.
Okay.
So we actually we were busier during the
that time.
during the pandemic.
Because of your global presence and your
Exactly.
capabilities as a company to help your clients regardless of global issues.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And we have to be agile, and actually we were, in order for us to adjust in the new challenging environment during the pandemic. But we didn't downsize at all during the pandemic.
That's incredible.
And actually we expanded our our organization in Korea during the
pandemic itself.
During the pandemic, actually.
My last question for you. What are Tag Worldwide's personal aspirations and goals and direction in the Korean market going forward?
So, as I mentioned earlier, the Korean enterprises are very active and aggressive in developing global markets. That is more than Japanese counterpart, or probably more than Chinese counterpart, because Japan and China's a big home market that they have.
Right.
But Korean marketers by nature are keen to develop the demands outside the country. So what we can help them is to help them to develop global markets very effectively by using our network, and they don't have to develop the campaign each and every market. Instead, once they develop the global campaign in Korea, we are here to help them to translate into the relevant and effective communication in each target market for them.
So your company is perfect for helping the Korean market expand worldwide.
I believe so.
Handle
Yeah.
so many different solutions.
Yes,
It's wonderful.
Yeah, that is what I believe we can do.
Aki, thank you so much for your time today.
No, thank you very
The
much.
interview has been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.